What is going on, guys? HG Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the high-grade Gundam F91 from the Gundam F91 movie. Now, this guy is like extremely small, probably like the smallest high-grade I built, minus the petite guy. And he's got the regular Gundam colors as it is Elite Gundam, like the red, white, blue, yellow, and gray. But the yellow is just less, like on the V-fin, and that's all. Supposedly the chest Vulcans here are also supposed to be yellow, but well, it's not real great quality and it's just so small. Ben, I couldn't do it. And for stickers, you have the forehead, the eyes, the back of the head, the F91, all the little triangles you see throughout the body, and the blue on the Vespers. Now, word of caution, beware of the Vespers. Like, you cannot move them up and down just on the Vespers because the joint is just molded into the chest. You can only just deploy it or just get stored. Well, you can rotate the Vespers, but yeah, if you're planning to move the Vespers up and down just on the Vespers, you cannot do it. Or maybe you even break the joint. So that's a word of caution. And the leg polycaps did not work the best on mine, because whenever they bend to the most, like eventually they would just pop out. Like right now it's just fine, but now eventually they will pop off. So I don't know what to do about it. I don't have any extra flat polycaps. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Now for articulation, now the head can go up and down, forwards and back, rotate all the way around. Actually the arms are using the chest polycaps, then the chests are using ball joints this time, so it's like vice versa. Now the arm can hinge up like this. It can wiggle about because it's a ball joint. Now together with the arms articulation, you can practically do something like the Victory Gundam or the V2. Now it can rotate above the elbow, bend at the elbow at 2 joints. I forgot the arm can rotate 360, but it's a bit hard. And also, beware of the Vespers. The wrist would rotate and wiggle. Although it's asymmetrical, the articulation is the same. The waist is on a regular ball joint. The front skirts can move together, not that much at all. Side skirts can move, back skirts are stationary. The legs can go up and down separate from the waist. It's a bit tight. The legs can go forward this far, back that far, in and out, all the way basically. Rotation at the hip, double jointed knee, and there's a polycap at the foot, and polycap at the foot, ball joint at the foot, and the ankle armor can move. So, and the Vespers, I mentioned about it. They can rotate at the base. And rotate at the Vesper, can flip out, and it can extend. So that's all the articulation for the F91. It's not the best, especially at the skirts. Well, you can get some pretty dynamic poses. Now for the accessories, now you get, first of all, 2 clear green beams with the beam saber handles. They're separate, of course. What do you think? A toothpick? From what I saw from Gundam Build Fighters, both of the beam sabers are stored in the left hip skirt, and from the right one is probably like an extra one of these. I don't know, but they can be put into the hand pretty nicely, but as you can see, that's the issue. I cannot Yeah, you can still do that pose, the slashing pose. But you want to slash underslung. But if you want to do it like that, you cannot do it because it would just fall off eventually. Plus, you cannot mount the beam sabers anywhere, but that should be expected because the kit is just so small. And also, what this is, you get a beam shield. Now, to mount this on, you just take it off and replace it with this. So, you have a beam shield. Looks pretty good. I hope they release a version of the Neo Gundam later on because it has 2 colors of beam shields, now that I think about it. You also do get a regular old beam rifle with a trigger finger hand. Now, you can easily swap them out. And you also have a hyper bazooka, which there's a movable handle. And surprisingly, there's a thruster to counteract with the force when it's being used. Well, I like to use it as like a vehicle, so the F91 can have extra thrust. It can be put into the regular holding hands or the trigger finger hand. Now you have another trigger finger hand for the left hand, for whatever reason you want him to be a lefty. And as you can see, there is a part mounted on the back skirt from the start of the review. Now normally I should just be putting on this panel, but what this does is it lets you mount the bazooka. Right like that. And there's a peg on the bazooka that allows you to mount it. There we go. But I'm just gonna get it out of the way because it's time to show the Vespers. Now the Vespers, they can rotate forwards and extend, and in there is a handle for the F91 to hold. Now I tried this a lot of the time. It doesn't work the best for me, but there we go, it's holding the Vesper. And if you wanted to get an easier job, you can rotate it to the side. But just like it out like this, because that is how it's showed. That's basically how it's shown. And a little bit of a transformation. Now this guy, it has a high speed mode, which involves a little bit of parts forming. Now let me just get rid of the Vesper for a bit. As for Vesper, it stands for variable speed beam rifle if you don't know. You remove these gray pieces on the shoulders and replace it with these. So it looks like it has extended out. And the face. Now actually, the helmet is surprisingly easy to remove. Now you can just have the helmet up to the side and you just pull this out and replace it with like another face. In the Imagine, it is the mouth cannon, but in the original F91 it is, I don't know what it is. It shoots something out, but it's not like beam rifle in the head. It does shoot something out. I don't know what it is. Even if I watched like the fight with the Rafflesia, I don't really know what it is. It shoots something, but I don't know what. So if you guys know what is it shooting out, tell me in the comments below. And you just flip out the tab, and there's a tab on the bottom flap, so you can flip it out, flip the top, and flip down the bottom a bit. All of a sudden, it became its high speed mode. Now when it opens its face mask, it can generate some after images with masks. But I don't know what does it shoot out of its mouth. Well, I know its performance have increased like the Harut with this Marut system. But yeah, what's the purpose of it? Why do you need to change its face to do that? But anyway, that's a creative feature. I'm gonna display him like this. Well, nevertheless, that's all the accessories. Now for some comparisons. Now that this guy is standing at something like 15 to 16 meters, like the Gundams from F91 or Victory, yeah, it's just a teeny tiny small. Like when Gundam Wing came, the Gundam size started to increase. Now, for instance, I have the Lightning Zeta here. For comparison, obviously, it's just very heavy for itself. Now, the Lightning Zeta, if it won't bend that way, it's actually pretty freaking tall. Like, compared to the F91, it is like a lot taller than the F91. So yeah, that's for the F91 review. Thank you all so much for watching this review. If you did like it, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and also subscribe for more gaming videos, model reviews, and all the kind of stuff. And yeah, that's all for now. See you all in the next video. Peace out, guys. Bye bye.